Cast, I think, is less prone to picking Saber openers.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Well, here we go. Normal best of one. And we really need a win here for Legion's team. They are down 1-2.
It is a best of 3 still.
That's right. One game you can throw away.
You can. Probably don't want to, but you do have the luxury if you so desire.
Well, there's the pack that you talked about. And maybe a little bit surprising to see the Tarantula out of cast.
Yeah, I don't think he got anything he liked aside from that. We have seen Cast play spiders in the past. I think a game comes to mind against Habsburg with Spider Raiden when that was very meta. So Cast certainly capable of playing that style as well, of course. And we already see a very well-known setup on the left side of the board. The question is, where are those sabers going to go? Because if they happen to be right in front of the spiders, which right now they look to be, that is not a good start
Oh
for
my
Cast.
god. That's insane. Maybe, does a Void Eye poke their head out? Probably not, right? Oh,
I mean, okay, with this positioning, it does. I don't think it matters on round 1. There's just no DPS to kill these sabers, but it might help long term.
you're right. Yeah, it's just like mitigation. Oh,
We
man.
probably will see the spiders getting sold and Cast just go for some type of Wraith line.
Makes a lot of sense. Although, based on where the crawlers are, I don't know if you can go Wraith, can you? I guess with Land Cruiser, you
I don't think you
always
can keep the spiders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like, that's not ever happening. Like, that's not going to work out for you. And in a headbutt, I think it's the only option you have because your opponent is going to be ahead in hounds, so you can't go into hounds after them.
right.
Kind of just leaves Wraith. Unless the opponent isn't playing armor and you can go Badger, but they are playing armor.
Huh. Yeah, I don't disagree. I just wonder, like, it's so brutal, man.
Oh,
Like,
the insta-locks.
so nasty. Oh, these players
Yeah,
are
well,
low
round
HP
one's a
too.
wash. Yeah, they are. 3,700 and 3,900. Scary
Yeah.
stuff. Could be a quick one, but let's see. Unit reinforcements can definitely help out.
Can you, like, back up as cast? Like, sell spiders, start playing defense?
I mean, with the crawler positioning, it's going to be a little bit rough, but I feel like if that was the plan, it probably should have been positioned around that on round 1, because now you've got 2 crawlers in front of the tower. And I mean, backing up that little bit still doesn't really open up your chaff gear options.
Yeah. Yep, that makes sense. Levels are just so important on your chaff clear units. Like, almost all of them in the game, I guess.
Now, Cast is a Typhoon specialist. I'm not too familiar with those lines, but there could be something to say for that as well.
I don't think they're good in headbutts, right?
Yeah,
Even with
their chaff
barrier.
clear with levels is like fine. But you kind of need the levels. If you have the levels, you can also work around Armor Hound. But I agree, it's tricky.
What a weird shield airdrop from cast.
Yeah.
That's just
Not sure what
indicative
that's
that
about.
he's gonna start pushing from there on round 3, I guess. But like with a beacon, but it's so weird.
Looks like it. I mean, the crawler positioning is really lovely because Legion goes for a play of his own, crawler and Phoenix, but that should get pulled towards that crawler pack. Left side is an absolute wash, though. Just more chaff being added. We do get a Mustang for cast.
Not the most inspiring, but anti-air is anti-air.
I am really struggling to see how cast works around that, though. Like, DPS is a massive problem right now. I don't even know how you get rid of the shield. And then right side, you have Phoenixes to deal with the crawler. Left side, I mean, still, right? DPS for the shield and the sabers and your chaff clear needs fixing.
Yeah, I think shield airdrop is the last thing he wanted to see on round 2. It is such a snowbally card.
Like you may just have to abandon, work around their unit reinforcement and your Typhoon spec and try to send everything down the right side. He's gonna have
Yeah.
to wait one more round though, but I guess specialist and unit reinforcement will line up nicely for a really big power spike.
Mm. It's tricky, man.
Defensive underground threat. Because if the front line wasn't enough to worry about, the back line now too needs defending.
So probably underground, mass-produced Phoenix, or a skip from cast.
Hound flank coming in from Legion. I mean, he has a lot more agency here. He knows he's solid on the left, so he can try and go for these tempo plays and use his deployments a bit more freely. Double Phoenix going to get purchased for cast as well as a crawler. And do we see a right side attack? Cast opting to go for a bit of aggression. I like that. I think it's a good play.
Yeah, they're mass-produced as well, so there is maybe an angle where you can get significant numbers of Phoenixes.
Oh, and apologies, it was Legion picking up the underground. Cast actually opting for mass prod Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really interesting. If he doesn't get this bubble, man. Ugh.
Yeah, then we're a long way from home. He does have a nice matchup, I guess. Mass prod Phoenix into regular Phoenix is usually very good value, but the DPS might be something that you're missing
Yeah.
when trying to take down 50,000 HP worth of shield. Right side, under some pressure, but tower is leveled. Crawlers are in the way. And I think I have bad news.
Oh, because the tower
I don't
will
think this
fall,
shield is
right?
going anywhere.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's
This
two
is so
Phoenixes
bad.
down, 2 towers falling, and I don't even want to know how much damage Cast is taking, but he will be below 2k hit points.
Yep. That's bad, man. I mean, it costed Legion a spell, but so what?
Round 4. I mean, this is the do or die, I guess.
Mm.
A lot of different options. Phantom Ray, perhaps pickable. It's a lot of DPS. Raiden available as well. But I don't think I would be willing to pick it. It's a bit slow to get going and could use all the tempo you need. Wraith offered 2. Could try and get rid of the spiders, replace them, but you would be very heavily invested in air at that point with Mass Prod, Phoenix, and Wraith.
Yeah, it's interesting set of units. Like, you're definitely not picking the Fangs, I think. Like, maybe you could do it as Legion, but yeah, these are powerful air units. The Typhoon does come, but it's not the strongest unit.
Wow, and we're keeping the spiders.
Mm.
High explosive, all being undone. Maybe we do grab something else.
It's tricky, man. I mean, you definitely want the high explosive if you're keeping them, but that bubble is just staring you in the eye. So is that blue saber.
We do get aggression on the right side. I think that is the best out you have. Problem is, that Phantom Ray with the beacon should be able to get to the tower. That spider is awfully alone.
Oh
We get a
no.
counter attack. Maybe it's enough. The tower on the right is leveled for cast. It is not for Legion.
It's true, but the Phantom Ray does so much damage. It'll kill it very quickly.
Maybe a crawler can get in the way. Tower debuff comes through. Might allow the spiders to get rid of as much chaff as possible. Still need to get rid of that shield. I think this time around, Cast might manage. Looks like he will. But here comes the counter debuff. Oh, don't tell me. Okay.
Scam.
Well, the shield is gone, but it should
That's
still
it.
result in a round win for Legion.
Yeah. Don't think you're super happy about that as cast, but
I mean,
could've been
it's round
worse.
4 and you're down to 1,000. I think it's perfectly valid to not be too happy about the way things have gone. Matchup about as bad as it could be. Starter positioning about as bad as could be.
Yep. So you probably missile that phantom on the right to start with.
Yeah.
High
You could go
explosive the
for Wasp
tarantulas.
play, but your opponent could always go into Wraith as well if they expect it.
I think you have a DPS issue, right? Maybe you. Never mind. I was gonna say you could YOLO the acid, but
Well, yeah, if you have a DPS issue, a chaff clear issue, a
yeah,
deployment issue.
the chaff clear is kind of solved if you just click HE, like sort of, but I don't know.
Yeah, sort of, kind of. Unless the Saber,
Yeah,
like, hits your spider once.
exactly. Maybe you high explosive and charge shot, and you just pray.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get Fortressed, but
Yeah, definitely.
at this point, I guess the best you can do is just take it round by round and do your best. There are probably ways for Legion to close this out, but he would have to choose the correct one, and Cast would have to pick the wrong counterplay.
Whoa, really don't like the range on Tarantula.
I mean, it does at least get you over the hurdle of, hey, all right, I have chaff gear problems. I don't have to think about it anymore. Caveat being you're at 1,000 hit points, but maybe, just maybe, these Phantom Rays can become your main DPS. And right now, the right side seems to be going quite well. 2 of the high-level Phantom Rays have already been taken care of for Cast.
Left side though, disaster. Big disaster.
One Sabertooth died, at the very least, but Tower will fall. And 1 Phantom Ray, 1 Phoenix still alive on the right to start the cleanup. Level 2 Saber now moving in as well.
And he lives, I guess. So Cass gets one more chance.
Okay. I mean, I think I like this from Cast. I think it's a good thing that, you had multiple problems, and he solves one of them, doesn't have to think too hard about the whole spider situation anymore, and now can try and focus on DPS. Here are the unit reinforcements. None of them really helping in terms of DPS. I mean, you could go Raiden, but I don't think I like it that much into the high-level Sabers and the high-level Phantoms.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you could take the marksman and double shot them or something. Like you already have phoenixes. I don't think that makes sense. Maybe it's just fire badgers just for like the tank ability, like just scorching charge on the line, even though you already have high explosive. I mean, I have no idea. All the lines seem bad.
Fortress AA comes out regardless.
Yeah, I think it's a good play from Legion. Like maybe if you had the foresight to like go abyss here, like scam around.
I mean, this also puts the DPS back into question. The Raiden did get picked up, but it's level 1, no techs. Not exactly meant to take down fortresses. We do get Quantum Reassembly, but they're level 1 mass-produced Phoenixes.
Yeah, they're gonna melt. They may revive, but there is a downtime.
Beacon backwards on the left. Looking kind of decent, but
He should have
I
been doing
just
that
don't
for a
know
long
if...
time.
Yeah, that's true. But I think either way, I don't know if we're getting through, like double Blue Saber and the Fortress, and Forte A left side doing very well. And here you can see the problem with that low-level Raiden. It just doesn't have the damage to get rid of the Phantom Pack. Doesn't even manage to kill it after hitting it twice.
No, a little bit unfortunate. Let's see how the timing of the tower works out, because you are going to lose it. There it goes. We're reviving. But it's
just
over.
Not enough. No. Another clean game. The second one of the day. And, yeah, tough one to start with the Cast. I don't think there's too much to fault there. It's just, like, one of the worst matchups in the game. Yeah, you're like 10% chance to win probably at this level.
Yeah.
When you end up in that specific headbutt.
Yeah, it's a rough one. You basically, I don't know. He needed to find some way to back it up. I like the beacon idea.
Yeah. I mean, it was well played by Legion, right? It's like he did everything correct. I think when this happens, you need to hope that your opponent allows you to have some type of in, and Legion made sure that wasn't the case.
Mm. It goes back to what I say. I really do feel like aggro is pretty good against cast. Not that cast is bad against aggro, but it's just he's so good against standard.
Yeah, that's true. I think in this case it's hard to judge though, because it doesn't come down to playstyle. It just comes down to sabers into spiders.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Shouldn't take
Like
takeaways from that one game.
You basically like lose 2k hit points just because of matchup, and starting at 3.7k, that doesn't leave you with a whole lot.
Mm. Yep. Well, hopefully we get a fair match then. If he gets 2 of those in a row, that's like pretty sad.
I mean, I think he's looking for hounds, right? Didn't find them in his openers, so surely he's due to get them now, or at least for his opponent not to get sabers into the spiders.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's a prio pack, so it's just one of those things where spiders are good unless your opponent has this pack specifically, and
yeah.
Everyone is looking for saber hound opener.
Yeah, and even then, you have like the 50-50, right? Like you can try and play mind games and at least get a crossfire.
Yeah. Yeah. The only issue sometimes is that the tower pressure from the saber is a little bit better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's at least more playable than having your spiders exactly lined up with the sabers on round 1.
I think so. I think it goes from like a 10% to like a 30 or 40%, maybe even higher. I don't know. Do you disagree?
There's always, as well, if you think you know where they're going to be, you could try and back it up and play more defensive around the tower. Like buying yourself some space can help.
Yeah, it's what Flower Fairy does. And I feel like he's gotten away with that a lot of times.
Yeah, it opens you up a bit more, like even to get out of Spider and into different chaff clear options if you need to. As soon as you're like into mid range or low range, your only out is Wraith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wraith just wasn't tried there because of the positioning, I guess. Like the crawlers were too far behind.
I mean, you can put like a crawler up front, right? Anyway.
That's true.
Or
Maybe
play
it was
the Wraith
fine.
a bit further back.
Huh. Yeah, I think the shield airdrop was also just so nasty. Like that just favors the sabers so much.
Oh yeah, yeah. It does not help. That's for certain.
It just ruins like rounds 2 to round 4 were just completely ruined by that.
And we do kind of need to well, I guess win this for Team Blue, which would be, I guess, Team Legion.
Yeah. Yeah, that would tie it up.
Needs a win here to send it to the decider.
Yep. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
And we've had almost as long as possible of a day, if so, right? The only thing that happened was a 2-0 in the 2v2s was like pretty quick. We had a round 7 and a round 5, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, this game was pretty quick as well. I do hope for cast's sake that this is a close game. Just in general for both players, that there's a bit more of a back and forth.
Yeah, definitely. Last game was pretty rough.
Okay, well, some better options now for cast. There is Speed Specialist. Legion, no Saber Opener, goes for Giant Spec instead.
Yeah. Does he just always pick speed, or like do you think that those sledge packs are decent?
Be surprised if we see either of those picked by cast. Maybe the Badgers, but yeah, we'll go for speed.
Okay, so you see the ball. Where do you place your units?
I would probably still go somewhat near the line, because you've got the hounds to distract the balls.
And are you hoping for a headbutt or are you hoping for a crossfire?
I think you do need a headbutt. Against balls, I think typically you don't want to end up in a crossfire, but it's tricky because this will definitely come down to Wraith. And I guess Legion is slightly favored there because he already has steel balls.
I wouldn't mind the crossfire because like speed spec is really good in crossfires and sabers still have
Oh
good tower
yeah,
pressure.
true. Yeah. Yeah, no, the fact that he's speed spec does kind of change the equation, true.
Yeah. Huh, are we gonna get that? Is this like a mind game where Legion thinks that cast is on the right?
Yeah, I don't know, or he's seeking out the crossfire himself.
Mm-hmm. It surprises me. I'd much rather have a headbutt, personally.
I also think that like it's easier to defend your right side if you just use your buildings. Like now you're gonna have to sell out, but you have nothing on the left to build
Yeah,
off
that's true.
of.
Yeah, and cast will just staircase quite effectively. Really nice small
Both
turret.
players with hounds. I wonder who will go Wraith first. I imagine we will see it. Cast loves the unit and it's been performing well lately, so I
How
would
do you
think we see it.
Yeah, it's very possible. How do you think that giant spec fits into the equation?
It's a bit awkward. I think Giant Spec is a lot better defensively than it is on offense because there's not as many giants you can use,
Yeah, probably like a
especially
Raiden.
ones that are good. Yeah, like early Raiden. I mean, like sometimes, Fortress late with Bubble or Worm can do some work, but
Well, if there's fangs, there's sledges, some good
I guess
meat.
Overlord
Yeah, that's
you
true.
could play towards.
Yeah, there's some options. Raiden definitely the default, I think. Well, there's the Wraith. Good call.
What will be the play for Cast? Takes his time. We'll go for Fang. I do imagine we see some anti-air purchased for him.
Yep. Probably
Either
Bird.
Phoenix or maybe even Phantom Ray. He does like Phantom Ray a lot.
Yeah, I think it needs the ball escort, though. I think that's
Yeah,
like,
that is true.
yeah. But this Fang prevents sentry missiles, which Hounds are struggling with, so that is nice.
Sledgehammer flank already from Legion with that unit drop.
Yep.
There's the Phoenix. I imagine that this should be a round win for Cast, but maybe there's some shenanigans where there's too much material alive and the Wraith scams.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure who I expect to win it. You're probably right, but feels hard to judge for me.
Second tower debuff, probably benefiting Legion somewhat. But here comes the next one for Cast, and none of the units got pulled over. One Phoenix survives, does take out the Wraith.
Definitely scam potential there, but it didn't come to light.
Yeah, you really need your units to travel to the second tower in these type of crossfires. When it doesn't happen, it tends to not bode too well for your team.
3 equipment available. I mean, portable shield on the level 2 ball is interesting. It could prompt hackers, though, so gotta be a little careful.
You might be okay with that, though.
Yeah.
Because you can always sell out.
It's true. You're stuck with a
Laser sight
portable,
instead.
but I guess portable is still good.
This is a pretty safe play. Either way, we're going to have to see what Cast wants to do. I personally prefer Marksman or Farseer into Wraith, but you sometimes can get away with Phoenix.
Yeah.
We're going to get another Wraith. And a bit of a difference between the two players. Laser sight for Legion, Port Shield, or Cast on that right side. Buys it on the round, Wasps are picked up too. That's should be pretty good for Cast, unless that Wraith somehow dies, but I don't think it will.
Yeah, that is nice.
Nice drive-by. Should be enough time here for that Saber to get the debuff, I think.
Oh.
Although maybe... Okay, well, the Phoenixes will finish the job.
Yeah, nice setup there.
Now it just comes down to this late-game fight. I don't know what that Wraith is doing from Cast. Chasing a singular Crawler. Might end up getting it killed. Here comes a debuff with those steel balls, and indeed, it won't be enough.
That's brutal.
Very hard to predict that that would happen. But I think I still do like Cast's position. Things haven't gotten out of control yet. Advanced Para System on top of Speed
Whoa.
Spec.
That's kind of crazy. Gonna be zooming.
Drive-by yet again. There's a lot of shenanigans here.
Who's got the better position in this game, do you think?
I think I still like Legion just because he's closer to Ball Wraith. And I do think that is technically a better scaling board. Like the Wraith are just very powerful into those hounds.
Yeah. Levels will be big. Like Wraith levels. Even the ball level's nice.
Speaking of Wraith levels, Legion almost there with his original one. Cast picked up almost half of the experience required. But a Saber level would be nice, just to pressure that level 2 tower a bit more. Maybe force Legion to pump a few levels into it, or grab some units over there.
Yeah, you definitely want those Saber levels. Very, very useful.
Here comes that right side push. Again, lots of steel balls clumped together. Level 2 tower won't be too long for this world. Wraith now freed up. We'll actually get rid of the Wasps, which is a very good result. But no range as of yet. There is that portable shield, but it's been worked through already.
Yeah.
Oh, but here comes that debuff.
Yeah. It's all about the debuffs. I mean, these are... It's all just so close to seesawing either way, but the debuff just making a huge difference, and that's just going to make the level situation a huge problem. Look at that. 2 Saber levels, a Hound level, a Bird level, and a Wraith level for Cast. All because of 1 round win.
Farseers make a lot of sense here. Could go for Overlords as well. But I think you're pretty happy to just click Farseer and AA. Also preempts the Overlord line.
Mm-hmm. I like
Maybe
it.
you could try Sandworm, but
Yeah. I think it's Farseers, yeah.
both players just don't have that much in terms of anti-air, so yeah, this feels
Exactly.
like a pretty solid line.
Yeah. Like, maybe you could level the bird as cast and range your birds and buy a bunch of birds. Maybe it's better than the Farseer line. Hard to say. Oil looks pretty good. Slow down the drive-by. Disjoint the Wraith from your ground forces. Especially when you have
Yeah,
the
that
Farseer.
especially. Yeah, that could be really good. No range still for cast on those Wraith.
Yeah, it's
Begs
pretty
the
crazy.
question if he actually wants to like commit to those as his main chaff clear, because he's ranged the hounds instead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually interesting.
Right side Wraith though will get caught. Bare minimum, it does get rid of the wasps, but that's a bit of an expensive wasp counter if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely. Income a million crawlers. As long as we can kill those, we should be fine.
There's still that one Farseer left though. But it's gonna get stuck. Those steel balls, that level,
Oh my
crucial.
god. Leveled again.
Wraith also picking up levels. I think Cast had one available too. Yeah, he did in the top
Mm-hmm.
right, but it just doesn't look like he's going to commit to the Wraith, or maybe very late. Orbital Javelin here for Legion.
Gonna be some mind games, that's for sure. Beacon sure to be purchased.
I mean, yeah, especially with Beacon and the deployment module being offered, might be tough to get some good value.
Is that javelin on the left gonna be missing that blue saber?
I mean, it's been beaconed, right, every single time so far, but with the
Hmm.
oil, Cast is probably not beaconing straight into the oil anyway.
Yeah, like I guess you could, but probably doesn't make sense.
Like, I imagine he's moving maybe to the left and around, or even
Maybe.
just like beaconing everything towards the right if he expects a heavier left side defense or more
Mm-hmm.
tower levels.
Yeah, or just whatever he thinks dodges javelin the best.
Oh, wow. That javelin from Cast, though, is very nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Predicting the Wraith path somewhat. And we get the new Ball Tech Kinetic Charge for Legion.
It could be really good here. Wow, the javelin missing. Oh, it
Oh,
hits the wraith.
I mean,
Yeah, it
that
hits the wraith.
javelin from Cast, though, getting rid of almost 2 entire ball packs and a Wraith.
Yeah, and a crawler. It's so much value. Is it enough?
I think it is. There's just too much left on the ground here for Cast. Still has that Saber, bunch of Farseers. Will get the W. Legion now down to 1500.
Yeah, he kind of crushed that round. Farseer's got a level. Really nice cards. Additional deployment, likely the pick.
Wonder if is there any play you can make with advanced missile device? Doesn't really look like it.
No, I don't see it. Nice card, though. Intensive. Good on the laser sight wraith, perhaps. Especially if he goes 8 gun. Goes land cruiser, though. It dodges the Farseer's aerial specialization.
I mean, the Ground Wraith could be good. The Sabers are kind of the main counter, but there's only 2 of them on the left, and the big Wraith is on the right side.
Yeah, it'll be shooting from downtown and really help kill the hounds. We do get the field repair sledges.
The one downside is you kind of need 8 gun, as we talked before, when you go Land Cruiser, because the lack of DPS is noticeable for sure.
Yeah, I think you have to buy it round 8. Sledges will be decent.
Level 3 tower on the left. Good missile as well to slow down the Saber. And I think the other one may not even be able to lock on. Kinetic charge balls locking on as well. May be able to get rid of both of those Sabers. They will.
Pretty clutch, actually.
Yeah, this is looking pretty nice. There's not enough DPS left to even get rid of that tower in a timely fashion. So looking like Legion will hold on.
Dude, the Wraiths are so fast with speed specialist, APS. Oh.
Never
HP
mind.
Farseer gets the job done.
Debuffs again, very, very good there.
Triple Farseer levels available. Picking one of those shield cards, probably. An airdrop.
I mean,
for
that's a pretty
Cass.
easy slam on the high-level steel balls.
It's so true. It's just insane value. It's actually a problem. Like, is oil available for Cass? Kind of needs it.
He hasn't bought it yet, so yeah,
Okay.
could do that.
Seems great. I mean, there is shield airdrop to worry about. Your oil could get blocked, so you have to be a little bit careful.
Still no 8 gun, though. I mean, it is very expensive as a final tech. And we're gonna get the Wasps. I mean, this is a nice punish. There are some Farseer, but they take a while to get through Wasp packs, and don't need to buy that much time to get these debuffs, as we've seen.
I like it a lot. And there's no 8 gun purchased for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's very expensive. I think he just didn't have the money. Just bought more Wraith instead, which could be able to shore up some of the weaknesses, but if we do see a next round, it absolutely will have to get clicked.
Yeah. It's just so much value.
Look at that beacon, too, from Cast. Straight into one of the Wraith. Straight towards the unleveled tower from Legion.
Yep. That's a nice diagonal cut. He's got that speed. Blue Farseer locking on the right, onto the Wraith. But that's a big debuff, and now it's going to allow the other one. Legion sitting low, and he's dead.
GG. Cast gets his revenge with a very solid game overall, and does send us to the decider for this regular 1v1. Perhaps even sending us to the 1v1 decider later.
Yeah, it's going to be match point, right? A cast win just ends the whole thing. Otherwise, indeed, we do go to that sudden death.
And yeah, good to mention as well there that Legion did not use his giant spec at all.
Oh, that is a great shout. Yeah, wow. That's crazy. Like, speed spec got insane value that game, so it does make sense that Cast had an edge. The one thing that Legion had going was that level 4, I think it was, maybe 3, steel ball with portable shield. I mean, that is insane value.
Yeah, ended up going for the laser sight first, right? Didn't go for the port shield the first time it came up, although he was doing very well in those early to mid rounds.
Yeah. I mean, I think Cass played that really well, by the way. Like the sledge vertical lines was like a great call and everything like that. But I'm a little sus on the Land Cruiser. What do you think?
Yeah, I can see the vision. I think long term it could be fine, but you just really need that aid gun, and it's hard to find the money for that when you start bleeding hit points.
So maybe just a tempo thing. Like it would have been good long term.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you go aid gun first, try to eke out some wins, and then click Land Cruiser third.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And like another thing I would mention is, like Legion didn't fortify his right tower. That's insane.
Yeah, he probably should have at least like put one level into it.
For sure. That's crazy, man. It's a crossfire. It's round 8 or whatever it was. You have so much money. Over the course of a round 8 game, you've made like 5,000 plus money, whatever the math is. It's like, come on, man, put that $100 in there.
Yeah. Well, you got to find the money, yo. You got to put it aside for the aid gun.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we haven't seen. Well, I guess there were some hounds in that game actually. Cast even deciding there to not tech into Wraith and tech into hounds instead.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to say like a classic ball hound opener we haven't seen yet for Cast.
That's true. He hasn't even shown his final form.
Although I don't think Legion will give him a defensive game. It likely will just be another headbutt or crossfire.
Yep. That's my expectation as well. It just fits their playstyles. But let's see what they get. Here we go. We're going into game 3. If Cast wins this, it is over, and Team Flower Fairy will be victorious. Otherwise, if Team Legion gets a win here, we're going into that sudden death blitz game, best of 1.
Well, there is a ball opener, but has Arclights in it for Cast. Quick Supply Sledge, I mean, we have seen that too. But Hound Saber, the coveted pickup. Legion does manage to find it.
It's a good one. But Cast got the balls. And Rhino Spec will be good long term, despite the fact that there are sabers. But how do you play this? Because Arclights are terrible in a headbutt.
Yeah, true. I mean, they're maybe like okay-ish in the first couple rounds. But I think, yeah, placing the mid-range, as we're seeing, is going to be more useful. I don't know if Cast wants to keep investing in them, or if we're just going to default back to Wraith.
Yeah, makes sense. Like, maybe you can do like an Arclight plus Scorching Charge Badger, like combination if you get it from the unit drops, but I don't know. Otherwise, it's got to be Wraith.
You don't have Shockwave on the Arclights. I mean, I have seen some people just spam Arclights and then try to make that work, which sometimes can do the trick.
Going to be losing at least one Arclight to the Saber off rip, I believe. Or I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. I think well, maybe the crawlers do get in front.
It's close, yeah. But yeah, I think it'll fall. The one on the left. Oh, just kidding.
No, he will be safe. I mean, that's a big deal. Early Arclights here are going to perform rather well because the Hounds haven't managed to get over the threshold of one-shotting crawlers yet.
Yeah, and the ball's on the right. Get that lock on. How much damage will it deal? Another one takes over. Yeah, that's great.
Very close fight, though. I mean, the balls take so long to ramp up that All of them will end up dying, but it's a minor victory for Cast.
Yeah, early wins on Rhino spec are big, so that is quite nice.
Phoenix instant pickup on round 2. Will we see an aggressive play on the right side, or will they put the Phoenix on the main board?
That's the question. Scamming an Arclight would be nice. Cast has to either pick Phoenix or Wraith as far as like his anti-air. I don't think anybody is picking a Mustang here. I guess you can go Wasp as well.
Wonder what he's thinking about here. I mean, are there alternative things you could go for? Sledgehammer is nice stall, but you're gonna need anti-air.
Yeah, exactly. And you always have that 400 to play with, so I guess you can't buy a Wraith. Oh, you have to sell, never mind.
Wow, he went for the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's interesting. Which is indicative of what? Like, is he going to be buying Wraith here? Like, you're definitely not buying Phoenix unless you want the transposition.
He's gonna buy wasps. Okay. Interesting.
Huh. Is that... Okay.
Manages to dodge the missile, but buying wasps into missile spec. I mean, I guess buying Phoenix into missile spec is a bit sus too, but
Yeah, that's what was appealing to me about the Wraith line, but I don't know.
Wow. I kind of like the wasp. I think in theory it should beat the Phoenixes. Are there enough alive though? Only 5 left. There's some
Vault
stuff in front of them
buffer.
to help.
Yeah.
Looks like it will be enough. Good play from
Clutch.
Cast.
Yeah, another Rhino specialist win. Pre-4. Ball level. Arc level.
And I mean, we're expecting the missile on the wasps, right? So you're probably looking to beacon those.
Yeah, that's true. ER Arclight offered. What is Cass gonna do? He knows the underground threat's available. Puts pressure on particularly his right tower. Maybe you underground threats yourself here. Try and get his towers.
I think it's definitely worth a shot. I mean, something needs to be done about this aggressive underground on the top right.
Yeah, you definitely have to do something. Maybe just like a late crawler, late Arclight, something like that. Or even the
Lone
Fang.
Missile from Legion is a bit weird. I know the spell got nerfed, but it still does not get killed in full by a missile.
Yeah, true.
And there's nothing left to catch it either. Like, there's no crawler back there trailing.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It'll definitely
No
help.
beacon on the Wasp. But yeah, this will just result in a tower debuff for Cast. Might even allow his crawlers to beat the underground threat from Legion.
That would be crazy, but it actually will, right?
Yeah, it will. Top right is completely fine now. Left side winning.
Dude. A lot of things going right.
And it's a great result to win this when Legion still had that missile. Although, is there just no anti-air left?
There's no anti-air.
Oh my days.
He takes 600. Huh. But he gets his Rhino and the missiles are on cooldown. Like, it's not so bad. Looks like a skip. Legion quick to that. Okay, the Wraith makes a lot of sense. Cass knows that he's been losing to the birds. So the question is, what does he do about it? He could, like, manually buy a Raiden, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think Farseer here is fine too. There's even maybe some Forte A lines in there.
Yeah, it's good thoughts. I don't like the Farseer line that much. It's okay.
I mean, he doesn't know about the Wraith, right? So I think after he knows about the Wraith, it's fine. But
Yeah, exactly.
before then, maybe a bit sketchy. Not the biggest fan of Degen Beam first either. I think it's
No.
a bit too early to go for that. And the game is going to go for so long that you probably would love to have range on that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, manual Raiden. Insta lock on the Wraith.
I mean, the instant Raiden here looks really good.
It does. He's got the
3,800
gas
hit
now.
points too. Yeah.
His turns are just a no-brainer now. It's like, buy a Raiden, at least one Raiden per turn. Like, make sure your chaff clear's good. Make sure you got chaff.
Yep. Work your way towards range. Fork.
Yep.
Does he end up winning? He might. Oh, it's awfully close. The one blue Phoenix does
Yeah.
manage to finish off that Raiden.
Raiden did level at least. Oh, you could super heavy it. Level 2 super heavy Raiden. It's probably not good, but
Super heavy armor.
yeah. I don't know. Like, you could do it on the Rhino, you could put it on the Raiden, but probably
Yeah.
you just want all the money. I don't know.
I mean, what do you do if you're Legion? Do you ever invest into the Phoenixes more to try and get rid of the Raiden?
I
Or
feel
do
like
you buy a dedicated counter?
it's the old classic question. I don't know. For me, I'm like a numbers guy. It's like if I have what 800 money already in Phoenixes, I'll probably just range them. It's just too many. Like they already solved the problem. You just have to press the range button. If you have like energy shield, especially, which he does, like it's probably fine.
Cheeky little crawler flank. Does get cancelled though. Rhino going to be moving to the left side, trying to find the one gap where there's no steel balls and no sabers.
Yep. The ball kind of necessitated by the super heavy Rhino threat, perhaps.
Yeah, you do need to do something about it. I mean, that's why I was wondering maybe you try to go melting point. Because the Raiden is not really answered either now. You're just kind of hoping that you win the ground hard enough that the untech Phoenixes can connect. And to be fair, it does look like that will be the case. The Degen Beam slows down the Rhino, the Steel Balls manage to catch it, and there's just way too many crawlers in the way for this Raiden to do much of anything.
Yeah, it's a nice play. It should be working, right? Yeah, down it goes. Still two packs of birds left. Another Raiden fighting it. The bird wins.
Great tower timings are there for Legion. We'll send Cast down to sub 2k, but keep in mind the Raiden's always kind of need some time to get going. No techs as of yet. We have unit reinforcements. Could try to
Photon?
go Overlord.
Yeah, I mean, you're against degen. Photon's available. I mean, not that the degen is like the scariest thing in the world. Maybe you don't have to care about it.
Yeah, I don't know if you go boat if you're cast, because at that point I'd be a bit too worried about maybe losing to anti-air units, but
Mm-hmm.
you could go carry boat for Legion. In theory, it should win against Raiden.
Yeah, that's also a really good point. And then you have all the Phoenix cash they can sell.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I mean, you haven't teched into them, so you might as well just go for something different, I guess.
But looking at his money, he's just not committing this turn. He's just like, I'm going to deploy units. Let's see what my opponent does, and then I'm going to tech something next round.
Has taken his sweet time. Could just be taking Cell. We'll take the Fire Badgers.
Hmm.
Maybe the extra bit of chaff clear is welcomed. The right side only has that one arc light, so you probably should be looking to get a little bit more than that.
Yeah, that does make sense. I like it.
Also opens up the deployments for more Raidens. Range now picked up, and looks like cast will be in a good spot. Also beacons away some Wasps, so manages to dodge that missile strike.
Annoying little crawler flank as well, pulling the Phoenix and the Hounds. And crawlers. Maybe the late crawlers will be annoying though, but he's scamming a little bit.
Raiden's kind of looking like they have comm online. The Badger's doing a great job on the right side. And Phoenix is distracted, just not really finding their targets.
Yeah, what a crazy barrage there.
Oh,
one
the
bird
Saber
left.
though. But yeah, suddenly things are turning and games can finish endly, or can end quickly when
Yeah.
the Raidens are fully skilled like this. Tank production line available.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by the shield airdrop. I mean, it's a fantastic card, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I guess it's a headbutt. Maybe it's fine.
I think tank production line, like all the way on the left, could be fine, or all the way on the right. So you kind of guarantee that you spawn a bunch.
Yeah, for both players, or do you mean cast?
For cast, I think. I mean, unless Legion wants to buy more boats, but doesn't really look like that's what he wanted to do. Goes for range on the Phoenixes.
Which means he's selling the boat, surely?
Did it
Oh,
do
you're
a lot?
sold?
It only dealt 12,000 damage last round. You
Yeah.
definitely just want to sell that.
Yeah, but he sold something else. That's so weird.
Both players with the aggressive underground threat. There's not much for cast to catch it. Just a lone crawler, although maybe the Arclight decides to turn.
I think it will. A little sketchy, though, yeah.
Subterranean Blitz already picked up. It's surprising that Legion has not picked up any of the tower attack or defense enhancements.
I noticed that as well. Very weird.
Okay, crawlers have been dealt with in the back.
Air is
That
dying from
Wraith,
Legion.
very pesky, but the DPS is just getting picked off by those Raidens.
Sorry.
Left side
exact
though,
same.
ooh, tower debuff comes through. Maybe that's enough for the Phoenixes to start taking care of some of these Raidens. Killing Hounds with Raidens, not exactly something that goes very quickly, and there's even a couple crawlers left here for Legion to strike back.
Yeah, that debuff made all the difference. I thought it was completely fine for cast, but was not. So he needs to fortify that left side, I guess.
Yeah, maybe also needs a second tech on the Raidens at this point. I think either Fork or Chain could help. Might just be Fork in this case. Or would there be enough damage with Chain? Maybe there is enough damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think there is, yeah. Chain does kill the Hounds. So That's probably the better pickup then.
So it's mostly chaff clear that Cast is struggling with. He's like losing the Arclights to
Yeah.
Greg, or
Yeah. I mean, it's also just, you mentioned it at the very beginning of the game, but arc lights in these scenarios tend to fall off. And there's only 4 of them with range, plus 2 untech fire badgers, which, compared to all of these ranged hounds, is definitely not comparable.
well, we're gonna try energy shield wasps. And now, of course, the one that's all the way up front gonna die to the wraith, but maybe the other ones get some nice timings, or even flanking with one.
I do hope we see another tech on the Raiden, but it's going to be Subterranean Blitz instead. I mean, pretty good tech to pick up as well. Legion finally finding the money to get at least attack enhancement and defense enhancement 1.
Yeah, I like the way Cast
Does
is
the
playing.
flank play get in?
I think it does, right?
Maybe some of the
level 1
Phoenixes
tower.
do turn, but... Oh, they don't.
No.
That's a good play. And with the Giants left alive, I mean, 2.7k hit points on Legion, but could make a massive dent.
Yeah, this is big. Wait, the Rhino gets in too? Oh my god.
Double debuff, both towers still level 1, 18 seconds stacked, and it kind of looks like we will have 4 Raidens surviving, plus some change.
Yeah, you got massively carried by the debuffs, so who knows what next round will look like.
Only needs to win 1 more, though. Another Rhino Assault offered. Redeployment as well if Cast wants to retrieve that Wasp.
Nobody loaned last round. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I guess Legion was not expecting to take that much damage, but probably just should be loaning regardless on round 8.
Yeah. We're so late in the game.
Ooh, good play from Legion by the looks of things. Triple blue Wasp with AA, countering both the shielded Wasps from Cast, and should be good into the Raidens as well.
Yeah, it's a great play. I mean, if Cast knows it's coming, he can do some stuff against it, but might get caught out.
Ooh, and there comes the chain.
I mean, that's helpful. Kill twice as many wasps.
It also kills the Hounds. Like the high-level Raidens, I think have enough damage to even take out the level 2 Hounds and the level 3 Hounds.
Yeah, I'd believe it. I mean, the left side is really what worries me. Left side for Cass.
Yeah, the Sabers are very tanky, and the Raidens over there are kind of low levels, so might result in a debuff. Wasps playing out quite nicely, though, getting rid of those shielded Wasps from casts, opening up the way for the Phoenixes perhaps to do something, but the chain already making sure that there's a lot less Hounds left, and the tankiness of those level 3 Raidens and level 2 Raidens is through the roof.
We really need to fortify these towers.
Doesn't seem to be enough, and indeed, the left side collapse is just a little too much for Cast's army to deal with.
Just simply the debuffs making such a big difference this game. Whoa. Wacky drops here.
Scorpion pickup could just be a sell. I mean...
Regen.
Whoa.
It's cheap.
It is cheap, and damage has been a problem on that side for Cast. At the same time, you probably expect Cast to try and solve that. But what do you even buy? I mean, you could go Fortress, but I don't think level 1 Fortress has the juice to try and get rid of that level 4 Scorpion.
Yeah, it's tricky. So you're going Fort Anti-Air. Yeah, to kill
Double
the
tech
Wasp.
on the Wasps as well from Cast.
Really wants to win the air. Like, that's... I mean, it makes a lot of sense because he already had like 6 Wasps, maybe 7. So like, yeah, sure, tech them.
Get range Wasp as well from Legion. But should be Cast favored with the odd air barrage and the shields as well.
Yeah, the only like other thing to think about is the degen, but I don't know if that'll really have any impact. The Wraith tanking is nice though. Oh, we're shooting the bird on the right, only injuring it.
How's that left side going to do? The Sabres have been a problem so far. Now there's a Scorpion with regen added to the problems. Not much left on the ground though here for Legion, except the left side, which does result in a debuff. Power unleveled up until this point. How long will it take to take down that Scorpion? Everything is stuck onto it right now.
Yeah, seriously. That's hard to
Phoenixes
say.
will falter though. And tower debuff in return for Cast. Eventually he will get rid of everything, and 800 hit points is not going to be enough. Cast does take the victory.
Incredible clutch performance there for Cast. Team Flower Fairy, therefore, the victors of the day.
We do not go to the decider, but it would have only been one more game.
That's right.
So
Almost
we
a
still
full
got a
day.
very good day. Yeah.
Yep. Big congrats.
Some great stuff in there.
Flower Fairy with another win.
Flower Fairy with another win, yeah. Putting together the right team for the job. Although it was very back and forth. But congratulations to all of the players.